Hey there, welcome. This is Wildreader's thoughts, comments, reaction and recommendation corner of Manhwa stories. Hello readers, here's another recommendation that will surely stir you emotionally. So, browse and enjoy. An ideal relationship. Her crush has a boyfriend? Sahi happens to witness a kiss between two of her guy friends, one of whom was her former crush. She's shocked and confused, which puts a strain on all their interactions. How will these relationships survive with everyone now living under one roof? The makeup remover. Studious and plain university student, Kim Yesil, becomes the muse of genius makeup artist, Cheon Yu-sung. This is a story about growth and acceptance of oneself. A lot of touching stories about many of the side characters and their relationships. Guardians of the Lamb. Hari's normal. Sure, she can't remember anything from when she was a child, but apart from that, she's just a relatively unknown actress who dreams of making it big. All is well, that is, until she gets kidnapped. Luckily, Hari manages to emerge from that incident relatively unscathed, but why is the man who saved her following her around? This is a good mystery, thriller shoujo type and the plot gives out a mature and dark vibes. The plot and characters are the very definition of an excellent written work. Absolutely thrilling to read. Before I lose you. Two childhood friends who were each other's #1 priorities for 15 years, Seohui and Yunho. There's something between the two of their relationship that no one else can interfere with. Friends, family, soulmates, lovers, they kept switching somewhere in between all those, but suddenly, Seohui broke the news, Yunho, I don't want to see you anymore. Those words made Yunho's world fall apart. I got super frustrated while reading this story. You will see a lot of misunderstanding and drama coming, slow development in their relationship. It's mine. There's nothing that Yohandu doesn't know about his crush, Daejong. Where she sits in class, works after school, and even where she lives. But unable to approach her, he watches her every move from afar and will do anything to protect her. Anything. The plot twist is so awesome I've got a headache when I read this at first, but the mystery untangle bit by bit. A wife's sweet revenge. Daeyoung Kim happily donated her liver to her mother-in-law, but all she got was betrayal in return. Her husband's whole family nefariously used and abused her, kicking her out before she even fully recovered from surgery. They went on with their lives, blissfully unaware that Daeyoung swore revenge. She begins to systematically destroy their lives as they did hers, but what happens when someone unexpected gets in the way of her best laid plans? Anyway, I love how FL's doing her revenge, it's the nasty and messy kind and yes, even the ML is fine with it. The Time When We Were Young. Choi Ah-ran, a novelist and publisher, runs a publishing company while hiding the humiliation of her past as Jo Ah-han, a writer who made a big name for herself 20 years ago with an internet novel about the most popular of Songgo High falling for an ordinary high school student. Ah-ran goes to her parents' house, where she grew up, to announce the end of her engagement, but loses consciousness and is dragged into the realm of internet novels, Cheonyang. Cheonyang is completely different from reality. This novel is hilarious, and it also brings you back to your past self. Teenage days where cringe stuff like this is so appealing. Another love. Happiness with love seems ordinary, but what if in just a moment it turned into despair and a traumatic memory in an instant? In order to escape the nightmare she experienced and engraved on her, she must achieve her own happiness and reveal the truth. In the moment Jay tried to move forward, an exotic and true love approaches her. A sane manhwa that doesn't fetishizes toxic people as a perfect ML and has hands on one of the best ML ever existed. It's definitely one of the best plotline, character building, non-toxic piece of art I've read. FL character is also very strong, and she is not some dumb damsel in distress. I just hope it keeps going this way and the story is not ruined. Remarried Empress. Navie Eli Trovi was an empress perfect in every way, intelligent, courageous, and socially adept. She was kind to her subjects and devoted to her husband. Navie was perfectly content to live the rest of her days as the wise empress of the Eastern Empire. That is, until her husband brought home a mistress and demanded a divorce. It's gonna be a long road ahead. The protagonist's suffering is seriously so frustrating and it takes forever to even return a little bit of the karma. The only reason I haven't dropped the story out of sheer frustration is because I'm dying to see some good old regret and retribution and it's just really good. Cross the line. Since the day she was born, Haeyeon's life has been nothing but a series of misfortunes. Not only did she grow up with abusive parents, but she also received a 12-year prison sentence for their murder when she was 16. And as soon as she gets out of prison, she's dragged away to the infamous supernova capital because of her parents' massive debt. But when she faints there from exhaustion, a surprising someone takes pity on her, the director of the loan company himself. That's how Haeyeon wakes up to find herself at the aloof Taemin's home, and thus begins their life together under one roof. It's about two broken and lost souls finding comfort in each other, and it's done so well the angst is just chef's kiss, like I find myself holding my breath so often. Like and subscribe for more recommendations.